Hey everybody, Mike Linville here from Black Dog Education with today's installment of Office Hours. Now, today's question came in from Allison via Facebook, and the question was, how do I improve the readership of my blog? And I think that I'm going to read a little more into that, and I think that what she's asking is, how do I increase the readership, or how do I get more people to read my blog? Allison, if you're out there watching this and I didn't quite get that, please let us know. But when I take a look at blog readership, or really the quality of the blog, I'm taking a look at three particular pieces of information. And if you've watched any of these other videos, I like to break things down in threes because that's about all that my brain can handle. But the first thing I like to take a look at is the foundation of the blog itself. When we start talking foundation, we're talking about, is your blogging platform easy to use? Does your blogging platform automatically submit your information over to the search engines? Does it do things like automatically create Google sitemaps? Does it, are you using tools that will help you with the search engine optimization? Because that's an important piece. That's one of the reasons why we really like to use WordPress, is because the number of plugins, right now there's probably 15,000 different plugins, and each one of those serves a distinct or a specific purpose. Once you're set up, now you're ready to go ahead and move on to number two, which is the actual content. Now, when we start talking about content, what we're really concerned about is, what are you putting out there for people? What voice are you putting out there? First and foremost, my big thing is, write good stuff. If you're writing good stuff, even if it takes a little bit of time for people to find you, once they find you, they're going to know, oh, this person is legit. I mean, that's, I need to pay attention to this person. The other thing is make sure that you post frequently. Write well and write often. The more often that people see some of your stuff, if you post once, or you do 10 I see this all the time. If you post 10 blog posts in a week, and then you go away for 3 months and then do 10 more, that's not going to work. If that's kind of the amount of time that you have, the better solution would be post 10, write 10 blog posts and then post one every week. With WordPress or something like that, you can go ahead and schedule those guys out. But make sure that you're being consistent with it. Some other things that you can do to help kind of beef up your content a little bit are adding photos, or graphics or something. I mean, if you go out and take a look at just a page of text, it's dull and it's boring and it's uninspiring. No matter how good the content is, the first thing that you look at, in this busy world that we've got is, do I have time to sit down and read 7 paragraphs that are nothing? If you throw a nice little graphic in there, stock photography, something to kind of break it up a little bit, work on your structure, maybe try to use more bullet lists so that people can get in and get the information quicker. Those are the types of things that are going to help you with your content. So then the last thing that we want to be able to talk about, and this is what Allison's question was originally about, was how do I get more people to read my blog? And really, I classify that as marketing or distribution. So with marketing of your blog, there's quite a few things that you can do. We talked about one of them structurally. Make sure that your blog is being submitted to the search engines. You can do that via some Google sitemap creators, and then using something like Google Webmaster Tools to make sure that your site gets submitted over there. Bing has something similar. That's a really good way to make sure that your content is getting out into the search engines and that they're doing that. Some other things that you can do is, when you're writing your blogs, make sure that you're linking out to other people, right? Make sure that you give some love to some other people that are in the community, right? I mean, there's always going to be people that are already talking to your target market. Find out who those people are and introduce yourself and say, look, I really respect what you're doing. I think you've got some really great points. This is what I'm doing. Maybe invite them over to do a guest blog post. If what you do is kind of cohesive, say for example for us, we're web developers, but I could easily go out there and talk to an online marketer that's going to be a Twitter expert or a LinkedIn expert or something like that and say, hey look, what you do is fantastic. I want your expertise. I want you to be able to come out and talk to my people about this, you know what I mean? Because for me, I want to make sure that my customers or my clients or my community has the best information that they've got available. For the expert, what that's going to do is that's going to open him up to additional people. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. The other thing you can do is get proactive, hustle a little bit. Go out there and find people that you think are a good match and offer yourself up. Say, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I think that I could help you here, here, and here. I would be more than happy to do that. Try to find those potential partnerships. And the last thing I probably want to talk about on this one, I mean, there's a million different ways to do this stuff. I mean, you can go out and look at any kind of traffic getting programs or tools, and there's a million different ways to do this. What it all boils down to me is try to do good things for good people. You know what I mean? Don't try to scam things. Don't go out and try to do these link farms or go try to buy this or buy that, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to get poor quality leads, and it's not about quantity. I mean, if you have a million really bad leads, what good is that? I'd much rather have 10 leads that are actually purchasing or are interested in my content. So don't focus so much on the actual number that you have. Focus on the quality of the people that are there with your blog, and really engage with those people. That's how communities are built. You start small and you kind of work your way around. So really focus on that. You don't need millions of people. Make sure that you do good stuff. This is Mike Linville from Black Dog Education. Allison, I want to thank you for the question. And for anybody else out there that's watching this video, if you have additional questions that you'd like us to address in office hours, you can either email them over to us at officehours@blackdogeducation.com. You can just throw them up on our Facebook wall and we'll go ahead and pull those off. Or you can send them over to us via Twitter at blackdogedu. If you're going to use Twitter, make sure that you put the handle office hours. That way we can go ahead and parse those guys out. And then if you could do me a huge favor, I really want to know what you think about these videos. Do we need to change something? So if you could put your comments down below and really let us know what you think about these, I would absolutely appreciate it. This is Mike Linville from Black Dog Education. Thank you very much, and we'll talk soon.